So this is a little behind the scenes of me shooting for a brand collab. So this is me picking out the product in Target. It is a hair care product. It is called Le Care Cholesterol Strengthening and Conditioning Cream. So I picked up some other items I needed from Target, and that is pretty much all I needed to do. And now we're going to get into it.
So this is what I'm going to be using to deep condition my hair. Found it at Target. So let's go and do this wash routine, shall we? Wash my hair. It's nice, clean, wet. I need to do my conditioner, but I need to get this makeup off my face. So y'all know my favorite Olay cleansing melts. It's the best. Alright. I low-key don't want to take my lipstick off because it looks so good, but it gotta go. So this is going to be, I guess, like my first official hair video where I'm collaborating with a brand, and I'm super excited because I am very big on my faith, and this year I was praying and saying that I wanted to get more into like hair content, beauty content, as far as like makeup and stuff. So I was applying to brands and collaborations, not thinking anything of it, but then I started getting accepted. So I'm like, okay, so now what do I do, you know? So you guys are just gonna go with me on this journey. I'm super excited about it. It's gonna teach me a lot about my hair, what's working, what's not working, how I can style my hair, so I can teach you guys how to style your hair. Because right now my hair is not super long, right? Like it's a lot of shrinkage and all those things. So we're gonna figure it out together. Okay, so I'm gonna do my skincare routine after I'm done. So right now I'm just going to part my hair in sections. So when I apply my conditioner, it is easy for me to work it in my hair. And don't know where all my clips went, so just gonna have to work with what we got here. I'm about to like put a clip on my freaking towel. Let's see if I can like clip this so it doesn't fall. All right, ghetto, I know, but I don't need it falling while I'm trying to do my hair.
Okay, so let's get into this hair product specifically. So this product, if you want to deep condition your hair, this is definitely a product you would want to use. I used to use a different version of this way back in the day, and it was always my go-to product. So if you've seen my earlier hair videos where I did a big chop, it's not my first one, probably won't be my last, but I did a big chop and I could barely do a twist out on my hair because it was so short. I definitely could not put in a ponytail, but as you can see, my hair is flourishing. I just cut off all the dead ends of my hair, and I've just been deep conditioning, washing, testing out different products to see what works for me, what does not work for me, and going from there. And the reason why I applied for this campaign was because I used this product, probably not by the same company, but I used it before and I know it worked for me. So I like to go back to what I know, what I am for sure will work. So if you have dry hair, brittle hair, damaged hair, any of those, this will definitely be a great product for you to incorporate into your wash day. So I put it in my hair, and then as you can see, I combed it through just to make sure that it was very much dispersed all throughout my hair. And then I twisted it and I let my hair sit for about 30 minutes. So you do not have to do it that long, but I did not have a dryer, so I had nothing else to do, so I just let my hair sit in the deep conditioner for 30 minutes, did some other things just to make sure, it did what it needed to do for my hair. So, if you are interested in wanting to collaborate with people, this brand specifically, I found them on an app called Trend, Trend. You can just download it in the App Store, and they have so many different campaigns. So this one specifically, as I said before, it was my first one. So they have different levels. So it's 3 different levels, and they pay you based on those levels. Now, when you look at the price, it's not going to be a lot. However, you have to think about longevity. No, I won't get paid a lot, but guess what? This is exposure, because guess what? I had companies that I did campaigns before, loved my videos, and guess what? They reached out to me directly, didn't even have to go through the app anymore, and boom, that was another campaign, and it was more than what the app was paying. So just think of it that way. Even when it comes to gifted collaborations, if it's a big brand, for example, I may take that, because guess what? That is me getting my foot in through the door, okay? And if this is something that you want to do long term, not something you just want to do now because it seems cool and it's trendy, I will take it. I'm going to take it, because guess what? I want to be in the room where the people are, and I'm going to be able to network and get to know other people, because that's what it's all about. So not everything is about money. If you're doing it just because you want money, you probably are not going to last very long in this field, in this industry. But hey, that's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to do what works for me. And every time I apply for a campaign, I pray about it. And if I feel like it just doesn't align with who I am or what I believe, I'm not going to take it, because there has been plenty of times where a brand has reached out to me, and then I really took some time to think about it, and I'm like, okay, is this something that I want to promote to an audience? Probably not, so I'll just pass on that. So that's just been my journey through this. And look at my hair. Look at them curls. Like, this conditioner was definitely activating my curl pattern for sure. But let me refocus, because this is about hair products. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying before, honestly, this one campaign kick-started a whole lot for me. Because I did this back in January. This is now May. So I know I'm late on recording. Forgive me, please. But it was a lot. And this video was super long. So I just didn't have time to do the recording. But I'm doing it now. I love y'all. And if you stuck around, I appreciate you. But as you can see, if you look at my page, I have created a lot more hair content since this one. So this one definitely opened doors for me, and I was able to work with some other brands, which I'm super grateful for. And yeah, you just never know what one campaign will lead to. So just keep that in mind for sure. All right, y'all, we're making progress. That side's done, the back is done. So now we just have this section in the front. Whew. It is now 8 o'clock. So it hasn't taken that long. This side was definitely much easier once I got in the swing
of things and how to like wrap my hair around them. Now it's just smooth sailing.
So I just took out the part of me washing out my hair. So did that. And I decided to do some perm rods, right? So if you saw briefly, I put oil directly onto my hair, and then I also used some mousse. Do not follow what I did in this video because you will see that my hair did not dry like it was supposed to. So my hair was looking crazy the next day. So you live and you learn. This was my first time doing it on natural hair. I've done it plenty of times on relaxed hair. Never had any problem, but obviously natural hair is different. So I want to say I probably had too much oil on my hair, or maybe the products just did not go well with each other. I don't know, but parts of my hair was super wet the following morning, didn't dry, so it probably was just too much oil, and I didn't have any like the rollers were not big enough to allow my hair to dry. And as you can see, like my hair is in so many different lengths. Like the top of my hair is super short because that's where the most damage was, where my leave out. So that part is much shorter. But if you look at my hair now, girl, my hair, it has grown. I got some inches now. But anyway, so I did do another perm rod set, so make sure you check out the video. I'll try to link it within the caption. That way you'll see a successful perm rod set, because this one, it was okay for my first time, but we definitely could do better. And with the amount of hair I had, I definitely should have went up a size with the perm rods. So if you have thick, longer hair, definitely get bigger perm rods, because I got not the smallest, but it was definitely like the second smallest. So that was also a fail. But hey, it is what it is. So it took me forever and a day to do these perm rods, but I was almost done. So hey, we had to get it done. And now we are at the finish line. It is the last one. So I did sleep in these perm rods overnight. It was probably around like 9 something at night when I finally finished. And I typically wake up around 6, 7 a.m. So that's a decent amount of time for my hair to dry. But obviously, it wasn't enough time. So I wrapped my hair with a scarf, and as you can see, it's pretty thin to allow my hair to breathe. And look at my skin. Let's just take a moment to just look at my skin. And remember, I did wash my face, so I don't have on no makeup. I don't have on nothing, but my skin is skinning, okay? So make sure you pay attention to my skincare routine, because it's not going to fail you. I promise you. It's not. All right. So skincare that I love to use is topicals. That is the like butter mist. I use that frequently if I just want to rehydrate my face. So now we are going to get into this takedown for work. All right, so let's get into it. But first things first, we are going to do our skincare. Always, always, always. Never skip skincare. Sometimes I do, but don't be like me. Be better than me. All right, so I use the like butter moisturizer, and I also use the mist. So I already washed my face, and I just added the mist, let that dry, and then I did the moisturizer, and then this is their serum. So I just use that primarily on my dark spots. So any type of hyperpigmentation that you have, or acne scars, anything like that, it works really, really good. Sometimes I have ingrowns, and that causes discoloration. So I use it on that, and it helps tremendously. You just have to make sure that you are using it consistently, because guess what? Consistency is key in anything that you do. All right, so now it is time for us to get to this hair. I guess not. Okay. I guess we're going to do our makeup because why not? And it makes sense because, doing a video, I have to show the end result of my hair. So, yeah, let's do some makeup. But if you know me, you know that I do very minimal makeup. I am not going to do too much because we don't need to. We don't have to. We like to keep it natural and simplistic for the simple girlies out there. All right. So, and if you recall, I did my skincare. I put all those skincare products on before I did my makeup because guess what? That is what you should be doing. You want to lay a solid foundation before you put your makeup on. So if you are not doing that, I highly suggest that you start because you'll see a big difference when it comes to your makeup. Like, I kid you not. You want nice hydrated skin under your makeup for sure. So as you can see, I've already started on my makeup. So I did my base foundation and right now I'm using MAC Studio Fix foundation. But if you guys have any recommendations, because I definitely want to branch out and try different ones. I heard like Fenty is really good, but I haven't tried them yet. So just let me know. I have combination skin, but I pretty much have that under control where it's not as oily. But I would like to have, a different foundation in the rotation. So another thing, so I learned from the girls on Threads that if you put your concealer on and then spray it, let that sit for a while, and then blend it in, like it's so much better. And that has been a game changer for me. So that's something that I've been doing. Right now, I'm just really just trying to perfect my natural makeup look, like my natural everyday makeup look. I don't do too much. I just keep it super simple. Make sure my eyebrows are always on point. A little concealer, some foundation, powder. I'll throw some blush in there, and that's really it. Maybe I'll put in some clusters, or I'll just put on regular mascara from Elf. That's really the only one I use. Their Big Mood mascara, and that's really it. I have been experimenting with different color blushes. As of right now, I've only used Elf. So if you have some recommendations on blushes that you like, I have been looking at Rare Beauty, but the one that I wanted was sold out, and I really didn't want any other of the other shades because it was similar to what I already have. So I just have to keep checking the website to see if they have that shade back in stock. But other than that, I do want to start trying to experiment with eyeshadows. But I know that's like a whole ordeal in itself because you have to know how to like blend it. I'm not trying to give drag queen at all. So if I do experiment with my eyeshadow, definitely going to do that on a day where I don't have to work, don't have to do anything. That way, if it turns out terrible, at least I'm not going anywhere and looking crazy. So I'm going to search on YouTube and find like some simple eyeshadow looks that I can like practice with. Because I do have some palettes. Like I have Juvia's Place. I have 2 different ones from her. But those are really like neutral colors with obviously glitter. I love glitter. I have one.
You're not wearing that to school.
Color palette, but I don't know if it's like very pigmented.
Nowhere.
So not really sure if that'll work for me. But as you can see, I spend a whole lot of time on my eyebrows. If I don't do anything else, I'm going to make sure the first thing you notice on me is my eyebrows. And I definitely get complimented on them a lot. I did do an eyebrow tutorial a while back. So if you need some help, tips on how to do your brows, make sure you check that video out. But other than that, I'm loving my natural look. And I have been getting more compliments on my makeup. So I know that I'm doing a much better job than what I used to do in the past. So guess what? Slow progress is better than no progress. I'm still trying to figure out, the whole blending, contour. So as you can see, I only put a very tiny bit of contour like on my nose and my cheekbone area, just because, I don't want it to look crazy. And if I mess up, it's an easy fix. So this is my typical makeup routine in the morning. Well, let me take that back. This is not my typical makeup routine. This is typically if, I put some extra effort into my outfit, or if I did my hair, or I'm trying to record a video, then I'll do my makeup. But other than that, like if it's a true normal work day, I might just do my eyebrows, put on some mascara, and truly call it a day. Like I'm not going through all these steps. As you can see, I'm just sitting there looking confused, like what am I going to do next? So at this point, I feel like I probably checked out. I'm probably waiting for the concealer to like set a little bit before I start to blend that out and finish my routine. And this setting powder, so I used the one from Black Opal. It's been working, but I don't know, because I be looking at all the makeup girlies and I just feel like I need to do like one massive haul for makeup, because I haven't bought makeup in a very long time. So I feel like, it's a little overdue that I splurge, but I just truly don't want to splurge because makeup is so freaking expensive. Like, have y'all seen the prices in Sephora and Ulta? Like, it's a lot, especially if you want to try to do it all at one time. I would probably like have a heart attack at the register and contemplate my purchase. And I did that before. Like I went in there buying some perfume, and then the next day I was like, did I really just spend all of that on some perfume? Like, did I really need it? But I just wanted some perfume, and it was just a gift for myself, so I didn't take it back. But for the most part, I will definitely rethink my decisions, because sometimes retail therapy will get you in trouble and you have to go back and be logical, like, okay, I didn't need to do all of this. But my makeup is pretty much wrapping up, so now I'm just blending out the setting powder, and then after that, I typically just put in the Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder from NYX, and I put that on my cheekbones, and then I also put a little bit on my forehead just to enhance the contour. And if my setting powder is a little too bright, then I'll just add some of that on top so it can be more of my skin tone and a neutral color. And throw on some blush, put on my matte finish from NYX, and we are done. And then of course my lip combo, typically it's always like a dark brown lip liner with either the Nude du Jour lipstick from MAC, or the other one I use a lot is Taupe, but today I'm using Bit of Honey from NYX. So makeup is done. Now it's time to get dressed and do the main thing that we came here for, which is my hair. And if you watch my videos, you'll know that I always go for like a classic chic preppy look for work. Like that's typically my style when I get ready for work. This was more so like a casual day for me, so that's why I just threw on my sweatshirt from Classy Network, and I put on my sweater vest. I found that in TJ Maxx. It came in a set of two, so it has the beige one and also the navy blue one, and it's just cute. Like if you want a top to add in like a little collar accessory, it's perfect. for that. They also have like the detachable ones, but this one works. So makeup is done. We about to unveil this hair, and when I tell y'all, it was a struggle. It was a bit of a struggle, but you just have to trust the process. I promise you.
Here.
Just trust the process. Because I was laughing, trying not to cry.
That my hair.
It was so funny. At it now, it looks like it was about to hit, right? So we're just gonna do it one by one. Okay, that one did it what it needed to do. So when I saw that first one, I just knew, like, okay, my hair is about to be super freaking cute. But then, as I kept going and going, then we were able to see that I did a touch test. That one was a little damp. So at that point, I started getting a little nervous because that one was damp too. And if you know, like if you do a flat twist out, anything, if your hair is damp, best believe it's not going to set right. And as the day goes on, your hair going to start doing some weird stuff. So I was worried about that. But, I was trying to keep hope alive and, be positive. But as you can see, like the front pieces of my hair were dry. But towards the back, really, like majority of my hair, honestly, it was not dry whatsoever. That one was just not cooperating. It did not want to come off the freaking rod. It was just a lot. And mind you, I am getting ready for work. So at this point, it's like my hair has to work because I have to go to work. I got to make this video. So something has to give. Like whether my hair is cooperating or not, we are going to find a way for my hair to look like something, because there's no turning back. Like literally no turning back. So half of my hair was dry. The other half of my hair was damp. But you would not know that looking at my final video in the picture, because somehow, some way, I made it work. Definitely have to trust the process. Sometimes the process will fail you, but you got to be able to finesse those situations so it works out in your favor. See, this side of my hair, it is set. Like, it was sitting. The curls, they were popping. At least, I thought they were, but look, see, that's when I knew.
This one, right here.
I knew. Like, it ain't even curl. Like, you can see my regular curls, but baby, like that piece right there was just on its own island, because like you didn't even try to take the shape of the perm rod. Like, you just said, no, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not gonna do it today. Like, and there goes another stubborn piece of hair. Like, why are y'all doing this to me? And it's so noticeable. Like, if it was in the back of my head, I would have been okay with that. But like, why you gotta be dead center in the front? And it was literally nothing I could do about it. But keep watching, because you're gonna see how I was able to make my head look like something. Because remember, like, I gotta get this video clip for this company, so, and I don't have time to do it again, nor do I want to do it again, because baby, this took forever and a day. So I was not trying to wrap my hair back up in these perm rods again. See, that was another big patch of hair that did not set. Like, my hair was just, it was just not on my side that day. And knowing me, I probably was running late for work. So look at it.
Some of it
We got
good and
grandma's curls on one side, and then we have wet afro on the other side. So now I'm like, okay, we are going to separate these curls into smaller pieces and see what exactly we can make of this partial disaster that we have going on. So as I kept separating the hair, I'm like going through a crisis in my head, because I'm like, okay, this is not what I pictured in my head. But then I have to remember, like when I used to do this, I had relaxed hair. You have natural hair, so it is not going to be the same. And I'm more so stressed because I have to go to work. Like, I have to leave and go to work.
Yes.
So, like, what am I about to do right now? Like, literally, what am I about to do? So, still just sitting there like, my hair's still wet. Like, my hair is wet, and it's just going to keep puffing up. Like, it's going to keep puffing up. Then I have my son in the background.
You need to pee or something?
And I just don't know. I just don't know. But just keep watching, because I was able to make it look cute. And I'm pretty sure that we've all had hair fails. But you know what I learned? We are not going to try new hairstyles when we have to go to work. We're going to do this on the weekend so we can have a trial run. That way, if it does not work out in our favor, at least we have nowhere to go. Right? So definitely learned my lesson.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, when you look at it, the more I separated the curls, the better it started to look, like, a little bit. And I was like, okay, it's not as noticeable. Like, I can definitely notice it for sure. Well, child, anybody can notice this, because it looks like I have two freaking textures going on in my hair right now. Like, what is that? So, if I remember correctly, I just started to comb out the freaking curls, because, like, at this point, what else can I do? Literally, what else can I do? I have nothing else to lose at this point, because I've already lost. Like, I've lost the battle. The hair won. Tiara is 0. We're going to try this again. But I tried to do the best that I could. I combed out that side more than the other. So the big chunks of afro that I had going on that side, I didn't want it to be as noticeable. But all in all, I would definitely say natural girlies could definitely get perm sets. Like, don't be discouraged, because, you know, although a look may appear better with relaxed hair, we can still achieve it too. And we are going to embrace our natural curls, because that is what it's all about. So my hair, it was okay. Like, it was okay.
So does it?
As you can see, you can still see the sections, but it's not as bad. You know, I was able to salvage it the best that I could under the circumstances that I was going through. And then all I did was just add in some edge control. And the only thing that works for me is Style Factor Co. So I used their edge control and just pinned my part down so it can be more distinguished. And that was pretty much it. Like, at that point, I was just trying to get out the door to go to work, and that was my hair. So if you stuck around for the full tutorial, let me know what you think, if you would try this. And I am going to link the other video to show you that it came out good. Okay? Because guess what? If it's one thing about me, if it doesn't work out the first time, I am going to try again. I am not going to be discouraged. I am definitely going to try again because it's going to happen. When there is a will, there's a way, and Tiara's going to find a way each and every single time. So, yes, we are going to lay down them edges, do a little swoop-de-swoop, and that's literally like my signature. I swear it is. I will part my hair in a little side part, swoop one side, and then leave the other side just up and fluffy, and call it a day. But let me know what you think of this look, and if you would try it, let me know what products you use if you do a perm rod set, so I can try it again. But there is a couple products that I love, so you'll see it in my next video. And remember, if I don't love the product, I'm definitely not going to talk about it. And if I do talk about it, it's going to be my authentic review. I've used it. I'm letting you know if it worked, what didn't work, and we're going to go from there, because guess what? There is no false advertisement over here. But just because it worked for me, remember, it may not work for you. Love you guys. Bye.